Hey everyone, welcome back to Feed the Beast Unleashed! And before we get started today, I want to go ahead and say I apologize for yesterday. For those of you that are probably not watching this on the day that I posted the video, you might be a little confused, so don't even worry about it if it's not the day I actually posted this. But yesterday I didn't post any videos. I was actually kind of busy the past few days with YouTube. If many of you guys are aware, YouTube's kind of been going a little crazy lately. They've been having a lot of these claim IDs running around, and networks and partners and people spouting crazy nonsense. I don't even know really what to make of it. I'm still doing a little bit of looking into everything, trying to get things resolved and fixed, and for the most part, I think I'm doing all right. So we should be good for now, at least. Knock on wood. But let's go ahead and get started for today, shall we? A few things I want to do real quick before we get into it too far. I want to grab me some iron. So I'm going to grab maybe a stack and a half. And I think I got a chisel in here. Reinforce 2. I think this one is steel, so I think that'll probably have better durability on it. And we're just going to convert these iron ingots into iron bricks. Let's do that. There we go. And we're going to put you back in there for now. I think we might also have some switches in here. Yep, sure do. You know, there's a lot of little things that I need to fix up around the base, and I'll probably wind up doing that at the end of the episode. Just a lot of small, minor things I need to get fixed up for us. So, since last episode, I've done some work to our liquids room. Not much, I guess, as far as being noticeable down here at the bottom, but more or less upstairs. I think there's actually something I want to do here, or maybe down this way. I think I might do it down here. No. Thinking down here. I don't know if I want to do a door, or if I want to do a pathway. I think I might just do a door. So you guys were also telling me if I right-click with the Vajra here, it kind of acts as a silk touch. So instead of getting cobblestone, we would get stone. So thanks for letting me know. I did not know that. Good little tip for us. Alright, so I'm just going to make me a nice little open area in here. I think we're just going to kind of clear this out. I was afraid of that. Alright, let's do this then. So we'll go from here. Great. If it's not one thing, it's another. That is life for you. Alright, so I think that'll be okay. We'll just do this, and maybe just take this back this way. And that was exactly what I was worried about, running into dirt. So exactly where do we end off here? So probably another 2 blocks back, and we should be good. And open that up there. Perfect. Good, so this is going to be more or less our maintenance tunnel to take care of the back part of the tanks if we need to. Let me get out my wand of equal trade here. Let's kind of do a little bit of cleaning up, shall we? And this is why I made the wand of equal trade so early on, because it's just awesome. There's just quick little work to make of cleaning things up and such, so yeah, there we go. See how nice and easy that was? I love it. Put some light up here, maybe. Let's do that there. Maybe put one here, pick you up and put one there. Yeah, that'll work. Alright, do we have any doors? No. No doors. I'm going to put those things back into our network for now. Should we make door or iron? Not door, but wood. Should we make wood or iron? I'm thinking maybe an iron door, but let's see what options we do have. We have a reinforced door we could make, which is always kind of cool. Do we have any reinforced stone? Thinking we don't. Now, how hard exactly was that to make? Let's come back here real quick and take a look. Be helpful, actually. I guess we could use that recipe down at the bottom. I was going to say we could just type it in, but this will be just as fine. Alright, we just need advanced alloys and stone. So we should have everything needed for that, I hope. Don't have any advanced alloy. Go figure. Make up 4. Should craft up no problem fairly quickly. We really don't need that many. A few extra never hurt, I guess. I like to always have a few extras laying around, if anything. There we go. Reinforced door. Make our way back. In fact, actually, let's do something. Let's make up another switch. Yeah, there we go. Another 4 switches. I'm going to use that for our reinforced door as well. Alright, so we'll put you there. Switch there. Good. That works out just fine. I like that. Looking awesome. Alright, so I went ahead and finished putting in the glass. And I've also did a little bit of redecorating. I went ahead and made this awesome colored brick, which is, I believe, just gray. Yeah, gray colored brick. And to make that, you just need to make yourself a paintbrush, get you some dye of any color you want, and some stone bricks around the edges like so. See, paintbrush, pretty easy to make. And you get yourself some colored bricks. I love the way they look. So I went ahead and separated these 2 areas off like this. I think this is pretty much the most I'm going to be doing as far as liquids are concerned. Resonant Ender's doing pretty good. It looks like we're about 1/4 of the way filled. Essence still doing pretty good as well. And then we got this tank, which I was thinking I was going to use for what I was going to do today, but I might not. I might use it for a different thing we might do today. We'll see. But what I really wanted was this iron brick. We're going to place you down. And we're going to replace all of this stone here with iron brick. Reason why? It's supposed to more or less resemble machinery. So that's why we're going to just kind of switch all that out. Probably made more than what I needed. That's okay. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad at all. And you. There we go. Yeah, that does not look bad at all. Now, I think this is actually hiding right. We'll leave that there then. Okay, see, I was thinking about switching this out with something else. Guess we'll put that there for now. I want to switch this out with something. I just don't know what. Maybe we could do... Actually, we really don't even need that lever right there. We could just switch that out with this one. Flip that on. That'll do the exact same thing. That'll constantly keep a nice flow of liquid force coming out of here. So no problems there. That's the whole reason why we need that switch there, is to activate that liquid duct. So we can remove that way. Now this guy... we could put there. And that'll work for that. Okay, and we'll just, I think we'll just fill that in. Yeah, there we go. So that was the whole point of that, just to kind of make it look a little bit nicer, I guess. Go ahead and put that in there. Put all this stuff away. We really don't need it anymore. And the levers, good. So now our inventory is clean. Alright, so I also went ahead and hooked up the Resonant Ender to our thermal expansion room. So we got our Ender tank down here at the bottom, and it's providing Resonant Ender into our liquid transposer for our Tesseracts. So as soon as we want to get ourselves a unattuned Tesseract made, all we gotta do is start it up. It'll craft the frame, it'll send the frame here, into our liquid transposer and stay constantly refilled. So I've done a few tests already, so I'll probably already have plenty of Tesseracts ready to go. So I'm going to just pull these guys out, and we're going to craft up one more. So we should have, yep, coming right in. As you can see, it's doing its work right there. Now we got to figure out a way for this to leave and go back into our network. So I went ahead and decided to save this part to do on camera. We're going to grab ourselves an IMI interface, which we have 5, but I'll go ahead and hold on to that. And I want to replace this block here with an IMI interface. Alright, so we got our unattuned Tesseract, and we want him to go out the side. So let's close that off, and we'll set this to red. And that should send back into the network. Now we should have another unattuned Tesseract. Perfect. Alright, now, in the end, we kind of want the same thing for this guy, because we're going to be using this for, energy conduits and redstone energy cells. I'm trying to remember, because the new version of thermal expansion is a little different because of some changes, so some of the things are not exactly the same. But I think I want to flip this around. I think I want to put the magma crucible down here at the bottom. In fact, let's go in the back and do this. Alright, so I think I want to go ahead and pick up you. Come here. And we're probably going to need to bring this up and around. Let's grab some more IMI cabling. Huh, hey, that works too. Still connected to the network. That works out just fine. Alright, and we'll bring you down there so we can get rid of this guy. Good. So now this guy will be gaining power, except now we need to provide it with a constant source of redstone. How do I want to do that? Let's see. Because up here at the top, we're going to have our IMI interface. This is going to be inputting patterns like our redstone energy conduits, the empty versions, and the redstone energy frame cells, or energy cell frames. Got that completely backwards. Good job, Bentley. And then we'll have this export out this side, so that's already set up to red. Good, we'll turn that off. Yellow doesn't necessarily need to be on there. So instead of setting up a tank in our liquids room, because I really don't have a lot of redstone, I have about 8,000 pieces of redstone, and I don't take you, and I don't really want to burn through that very quickly unless necessary. So let's go ahead and pick this guy up, and actually, no, let's pick him up too. We're gonna put that there, and we're just gonna empty that out. That way we can actually utilize that destabilized redstone. And we'll hook up that. So items will come in through the top, through the blue there. And come out here. So these two are both joining up here. And this is pretty much the export. So nice little compact way for us to utilize two sides. Or actually, yeah, we'll go with that. Two sides of the same block. That way we don't have to split them another block in between. So I need to figure out what I'm going to do here without sending all of my redstone in here. I guess we could just keep this completely filled up at all times with redstone, and that won't run my system dry. So we'd want an export bus. Let's craft one of you up. Come on, there we go. And we'll need a basic processor. Should probably get that part auto-crafted too. And here we'll just do that. We'll set this side, well, out of all the sides that was set up, the one we put there. Oh, that works out perfectly. Alright, good, then we'll put that there. Let's look for the white stone brick facades, and we'll place one right there. But first, let's grab some redstone and get this thing going. So I'm going to put a piece of redstone in there. Set that to move stacks of items. That's going to get the magma crucible working for us, and we want to set this guy up to receive on the bottom. So this is going to pull in all of the destabilized redstone into our liquid transposer, keeping that thing filled up at all times. Good stuff. All right, so now we can pretty much just close that up. And we are good to go there. So that way I'm not wasting all of my redstone. You know, it is going down right now, but at least we're not, you know, just filling up an entire tank's worth. Which is a little crazy. And I'll get the pattern set up for this. We know how those are made. We've made tons and tons of these unattuned tesseracts and energy conduits and all that good stuff. I'll just go ahead and put those patterns in there a little bit later on. So another thing I want to work on as far as our liquids room's concerned is some more stuff from MFR. So let's go ahead and open that up. Go into mods, scroll down to the bottom. We want Mine Factory Reloaded. There we go. So I'm looking for... What am I looking for? I honestly am kind of unsure. I think it's this guy, the meat packer. So we're going to need plastic sheets, machine frame, bricks, redstone reception coil. Alright, let's go ahead and get all this stuff crafted up. I'm pretty sure... we were close. So do we have clay at all? Yes, we do. Really need to get that set up in our network too. There's a lot of small things that just needs to be done. Actually, I don't even have a minium stone. Fred? Hello, Fred. Fred, I hear you. Fred's scared. He said one word and then he just ran away. Alright, well, we also need flint and steel. So let's go ahead and grab 1337 flint. That's awesome. That was kind of cool. Alright, and 1 iron ingots. So make ourselves up some flint and steel. Flip those around. Put that back in there. We're good there. We do want to make up a minium stone, so I believe it's like this. Should definitely look at getting this thing auto-crafted as well. There we go. Minium stone. Nice and easy. And let's grab some coal, minium stone, and clay. There we go. Nice, easy way to get us some bricks cooked up. And I'll leave that minium stone on me. So all we need is 1 brick, which I kind of shift-clicked, which was probably stupid of me. I guess I might have even had some bricks in my network. I didn't even look, I guess. Alright, so everything we got, everything we need, the meat packet. Wait, packer. I was going to say packager, but it's packer. Alright, so not entirely sure how this works. The meat packer. Alright, well, let's do some testing, shall we? Do we have any ender tanks? We have 1 ender tank. Let's get ourselves another one of those made up quickly. Guess another cauldron. In fact, a few cauldrons never hurt just because, well, ender tanks. I love using these. Alright, and that should be okay for now. Now, we want to go ahead and grab the meat. Ooh, wow. I so need to get used to this scrappy chest plate. Quiet, you cicada thing. Alright, there we go. So I found if you're in the air and you turn on your gravitation suit, it seems to allow you to start flying. You don't have to double tap space bar and all that stuff, so nice to know. And this thing sometimes tends to get a little out of control. Just gonna throw that out there. Alright, wheat's doing fine. Ranger's doing good. Milk's doing good there. Sometimes there'll be a lot of cows over here. Sometimes there'll be a lot of baby cows over here. Just gotta keep an eye on it sometimes. It seems like it takes a while for that to happen, though. Alright, now as far as colors are concerned, what kind of dyes do we have? You know, I was using some gray dye. Let's go ahead and make some... Yeah, we'll go ahead and use some gray dye. Why not? We'll set this guy up on gray on the edges. I don't know. Wait, what happened to all that? There used to be like liquid meat in there. Wait, did that like export that into the lava and just destroy it all? Please tell me that did not just happen. That's a little insane. That's a crazy theory, and that should not have happened. Alright, anyway, let's go ahead and just hope, for the sake of hoping, I guess, and that this is gonna work, that that should hopefully export, and I guess I should probably check all the sides of this block, but hopefully that should export the liquid meat into this ender tank for us to use here shortly. I'm gonna pick you. Dang it. Little tip for you guys: do not right-click a ender tank with a Vajra. I've ran into this already. As you guys can see, there's a ender chest that gave me now. I don't have a ender tank anymore, and it has a color code, I guess, on it already. Now, if you do it again, it's going to give you a ender chest with no color coding on it. Or if you can manage to do it, I think it was shift right-click. Yep. So now we have a completely clean ender chest. Yeah, about that. Exactly not what we wanted. So, luckily enough, we got everything in here we need for another one of those. Let's grab some more gray dye. That way we can set this one up again. And this time we're not going to pick it up by right-clicking. We'll left-click it, and that'll work for us. Good. Alright, so what I was hoping to do was set us up a tank. Now, I was thinking about using that one. I'm not sure if I'm going to use it or not. I think I might just leave it open for something else later on. Maybe you guys want to put something in it when you guys download the world. I need to turn off my gravitation suit. I keep forgetting to do that. But I'm thinking about putting us up a tank right in here. Did I seriously fill this all in with stone? Ah, no, I didn't. This part was actually closed off because of that. That makes complete sense. I understand now. Okay. Well, as I fill in my mistake here real quick, I think we're going to move this down to right in there. And we're going to set us up another tank. I just feel like we need something on this wall because we really haven't done anything with it. There we go, that works. I think maybe right here, though. Because we got plenty of room in the back. There we go. Nice. Alright, so we're going to probably set up a nice tank right here, a steel tank. Got everything I think we need in here. Steel tank wall, yeah, we got a little bit. We got some steel tank gauges and steel tank valves. I can go ahead and just take these two, pick them up like that. That'll make those into normal ones instead of the colored ones. And I'll get some more steel tank walls made up, and we're going to go ahead and make up this steel tank real quick, and we'll be right back. Alright guys, and we're back. So I decided to actually make a different tank this time. So instead of making the 3x3 by 7 tanks, I've decided to make a 5x5 and however tall, whatever, like I think it's like 6 or something like that. And this time we can store up to 4,800 buckets worth of whatever we want. So we're gonna be putting our I actually don't even know what kind of meat this is. Okay, I guess it's just meat. I wasn't too sure exactly what the liquid name of it was called, but apparently it's called meat. So now we have a liquid form of meat, and we want to be able to pull this out. So let's grab us some liquid ducks from our network. And we got a little area right in here we can go ahead and use for processing. In fact, I think we'll probably have it come out in this area here, if anything. So let's set this up. We'll have that there, and let's get a little fancy. Instead of using levers like we have been, let's use switches because they're cool. All right, and meat packer. Is this going to work? I hope so. And you're looking like you want power, and I don't really like that. Don't really like that about you. All right, back to the network. We're gonna quickly try out our new system. Well, I guess we don't really have to. I think we just kind of make one now, can't we? We already have the unattuned tesseracts ready to go. We'll just do this and our energy tesseract. Good. All right, let's head back to our liquids room. It's getting dark out. No. And just for testing purposes, let's do steam power. Set this to there. Set this to receive only. And inputting power. All right, so how much meat do you have? Same amount? All right, on. So meat should be flowing in here. Turn that off. I don't want all of it coming out, but it's giving me stuff. What are you giving me? What are you giving me? Is it going into my bag or something? Ah! I guess because it was... I guess your miner's bag picks up anything that has ingot in its name. So from this, we get ourselves raw meat ingots. Yummy. So we can't eat them. That's interesting. That actually heals quite a bit, considering. And there really isn't a whole bunch of... This could be a problem. Okay, so... There's two different names for this. Or maybe there's an issue. Maybe it went into the machine in a sense, or the liquid duct, and it counted as one thing, and then when it came back, it messed up and reverted back to something else. Because this was called meat before, not pink slime. Let's do some looking in NEI real quick. Alright, so we got meat. Let's right-click on that. Not left-click, right-click. So we can look here. You can use meat for biogas fuel. And that's practically it. Okay. What about pink slime? Let's right-click on that. And on this, it's not really showing anything. Except maybe a pink slime ball. Alright, well, let's go back to meat. This is where I do my looking and my testing and stuff. So, in order to get our raw meat ingots, it doesn't really say too much how to do it. Alright, so that's interesting. And my question is whether or not this is still going to work. So let's put this back like that. Turn that back off. Still got a little bit left in there it needs to do, but this gave me a raw meat nugget this time. Oh, you're an interesting one, aren't you? You're a very interesting one. Alright then, let's see. Now, I'm probably going to want to set up some... Ooh, good, we got more coming in. And, see? Meat, again, ha! So, that's kind of weird. Alright, well what I'm going to do is we're going to set us up a little system real quick that's going to pretty much automatically cook this for us. So, we're going to have this probably send over from here. And we're going to say maybe right to here. We'll do that, yep. And we'll pick you up. Whether that was a waste or not, that's fine. Not too worried about it. And we're going to run our liquid ducts just like this. There we go. All that should stay the same. Power is going to be kind of iffy here. Alright, you come with me. Because I kind of want this to be shown. So we're going to set this to steam power, receive, and then I'm hoping we can use a hopper and have that send down. So let's do a quick little test of this. There we go, good. So that's working just as intended. The raw meat ingots will fall down into a furnace that we're going to put here. And, what kind of furnace do we want to use? What kinds of furnace do we have? Slag, blast furnace, no. Furnace cart, no. Induction, electric, iron, powered furnace. Hold on a second. Let me go check something real fast. Alright guys, and we're back. So I went ahead and made myself up an ender chest. Actually, I already had 2 made, and I just set the color code to them to gray all across the top, and went ahead and switched out the diamond chest we had back here, finally with an ender chest. Reason for that is so we can go ahead and make ourselves up an ender pouch, but we'll do that in just a minute, and we'll color code that and connect that all up together. But I think what we're going to do is possibly pull this up one more. Whoops, I did not mean to do that. So I'm just going to pick these guys up, and I think we'll just run them right across here to there. I'm going to pick you up, and we'll pick you. We're going to grab you and put you right there. That, and we'll raise this guy up one more. So got an extra hopper. I'm gonna try out a few things. I'm gonna see if this is gonna work. Not sure. We're gonna do some testing. All right, so something we haven't made yet, a infernal furnace from Thaumcraft. If I remember correctly, I think it's like, yeah, I need to go grab that Thaumonomicon. I'm gonna forget. I should probably actually keep a Thaumonomicon on me at all times anyway. Oh, hey Fred, you're keeping an eye on everything. I just need to borrow this if you don't mind. Keep an eye on the place for me. Fred's such a good guy. Alright, let's try this again. So, Infernal Furnace, right. Gotcha. I'm good now. So I think I'm going to put them right here. Just like this. Now, luckily enough, this should be fairly easy to do, even if we mess up. Alright, and another brick. Put these along the edges like so. Now, of course, you actually have to have this researched, too, in the Thaumonomicon, or you won't be able to make this. Now, I'm fairly certain this is correct. Place you there. Got me a bucket so we can get some lava. There we go. And on top, right there. Now all we need is our wand. And I seriously don't have my... Really? Alright, so my wand was in my network. There we go. We have ourselves an infernal furnace. Awesome, I love that thing. Now, I don't know if this is exactly going to work the way I want it to, so we're going to try it out and see. That's why I brought some pipes and some hoppers. I don't know if that's going to count as an inventory or not, so what we're going to do is we're going to place that there. That there. Of course, now I can't get to it. Drat, that did not work the way I thought it would. See, and I was thinking out the front here. We'd place our ender chest, or we could do a hungry chest, but this is the reason why I'm using a hungry chest, so it sends all of these items back to our network. Which is the reason why I'm using this. So hopefully once it spits the items out, I'll show you guys. I'm going to throw the raw meat nugget in there after I turn off my coin of fortune. There we go. So I should cook it up real quick, slowly but surely. Spit it out the front. There we go. And it should make its way into our network. Now that was a little slow, so I might need to make those arcane bellows. You can put one here, here, and here, and that's supposed to significantly speed up the smelting process here. So I think what we're gonna do is, just for this, we're gonna put that there, and that way we know for sure the items are gonna make their way down into that. And then we can also make up some facades, that way we can hide that. I don't know if the bellows will be able to be hidden, but I think that will work. That should do it. We can have that switch come on. It should start flowing down from the packager. I see my issue. Got it, don't worry. There we go, receive only. Alright, there we go. So now we got some meat in there. Wait a minute, why aren't you working? Oh, there we go. Now we got power. Now we got some meat nuggets coming out. There we go. Alright, and for the most part, oh, we even got experience, so I might have to get me a brain in the jar over here too, just for the heck of it. But I think, yep, raw meat nuggets are coming out, or the cooked meat nuggets, or ingots. Let's take a look. So there we go, cooked meat ingots. So now we got ourselves a nice source of food too. And I'll try to set us up a little system somewhere around the base, maybe later on, to access that. So this will work out perfectly, I think. So that's going to about wrap it up for today. I want to say thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys have any helpful tips, tricks, or comments, feel free to put them in the comment section down below. If you guys would rate the video, I'd greatly appreciate it. Until next time, we'll see you guys then. Goodbye.